Good morning. You wake up in the morning with the DJ, and the sun goes shine whenever we say, and the energy is never gonna change, cause we ain't having no bad days.
Wake up in the morning with the DJ, and the sun goes shine wherever we say, and the energy is never gonna change, cause we ain't having no bad days. Wake up in the morning with the DJ, and the sun goes shine wherever we say, and the energy is never gonna change, cause we ain't having no bad days.
What up, doe? What up, doe? DJ Truth, NoBadDayz podcast. I'm bringing it back. Spinning the block, as we would say. Spinning the block. Let me do that applause one more time. One more time. NoBadDayz podcast, DJ Truth. I'm spinning the block. This will be episode 1, but we gonna call this the remix. The reason we gonna call it the remix is because if you know me, I've had several attempts of doing podcasts. You know, I started off with a podcast like in 2018. It was like or 2019, like right before COVID shut us down. And then I tried to bring it back later again in 2021, I believe, and had to shut it down again. Well, it's not really that I had to shut it down. It's just my ADD kicks in and I shut it down. And I was unable to do it. But I am back like I never left. We gonna try it again. The thing is, that's my goal, to keep trying. Yo, keep trying. Even if it's a failed attempt, which I don't even look at it like a failed attempt, but even if it's a failed attempt to what people would say, it's all good because we are back. So again, DJ Truth, NoBadDayz, man. I want to reintroduce you to me. To people who don't know me, I want to introduce you to me. I want to introduce you to my spirit. That's the biggest thing. I want to introduce you to my spirit. Maybe something I can say can help change and make your day a little better. I don't know, but I hope so. That's my whole goal out here. So no bad vibes. If you're listening to me, we are not doing any bad vibes, any negative vibes. We got enough of that going around. We can find that anywhere. I am not here for that. We are not here for that. We are here for nothing but good vibes, amazing vibes this morning. If you're checking in with me, it is early in the morning. It's actually the sun not even up, so I got lights blasting on me right now. It is about 6. It's actually 5:55 a.m. So if you're listening to this, whenever you're listening to this, just know I'm up early in the morning getting my day started. And that's one of my keys that I do want to talk about today, and you getting to know me, knowing how I think. And I think that's key. You know, I think that's really key with being successful, or just having the mindset of becoming more successful. Whether you know it or not, yo, you already successful. Believe that. Like, you are already successful. You've been successful at what you've been doing for a very long time. Whether you know it or not, pass or fail, you've pushed through some of the craziest times, right? You've pushed through, let's say, what hits us hard is relationships, right? Breakups. Those hit us hard. You've pushed through that. Death hits us so hard. You've lost a family member. You could be losing one. I could be losing one. I lose friends. I've lost so much, and we all have lost so much. But what did you do? You pushed through it. You are still successful at what you're doing because you're still making a way through all of the things, all of the stones that's been thrown and hitting you like, oh, hit me, get off me. Yo, you still made it through. You Gucci, you good right now. So take that in. Like, let's woosah moment for a second. Let's take that in. Woosah, breathe, stop, look around, reflect, understand that you are going to be okay. You've been okay. So yeah, I really want to talk about that. Like, getting your day started, helping you become a little more successful in what you're doing. Because starting your day early, I believe that's key. Now, of course, it's different for everybody, but I'm speaking from my perspective. From my perspective, really getting up, getting your day going, figuring out what you're going to do, how you're going to do it early in the day. It just, to me, it separates so much. I tend to think clearer in the morning. Now, I know you might not be a morning person, right? We talk about this. I'm not a morning person. That's what people say all the time. I hate getting up. There's a lot of things that we hate, right? But we somehow figure out a way to do it and make it work for our life. I believe if you're not a morning person, you have to figure out a way to like to get up in the morning. Like, don't hate it when you get up because you got to get up early. Don't continue to hate it because it's like your job, right? Let's say your job. Even though you go to your job every day, if you hate your job, then you don't want to be there. You don't want to be somewhere that you hate. Even though this is how you pay your bills, you tolerate it. And what we don't want to do is tolerate something. You have to find ways to learn to love these things, like your job. But getting up in the morning, it becomes a skill, literally a skill, to get up in the morning and learn not to hate the morning. I want you to readjust your focus and learn how not to hate the morning. Change the perception you have on getting up in the morning for you. Like, I know you're tired. That's the one fault. We're tired. That's it. We're tired. That's all we put up with in the morning is that, oh, I need more sleep. In reality, you really don't. Now, I know health professionals. I'm not a health professional, but I know health professionals say, yo, you should get 8 hours of sleep, 10 hours of sleep. I get it. And I'm pretty sure there's some scientific study they can drop on me and all of that. Listen, get your ass up in the morning. Get up. No matter what. I don't care what you did the night before. I don't care if you out to 4 in the morning. I don't care if you out to 3 a.m. doing who knows what. With who knows what. Wait, how do you say that? With I don't know. But get up. Get your ass up in the morning and start your day and learn to love it. Because when you start to appreciate the morning and the things that you can get done and get accomplished, your possibilities change. They are endless when you start getting up in the morning. That's the thing. Once you change your mindset of getting up early and starting to enjoy it. Now, how do you enjoy it, right? If you hate it, how do you enjoy it? You got to trick yourself, and not even trick yourself, but you can learn and enjoy it once you start doing it over and over and over, because you'll start seeing the benefits. That's really how we start enjoying things. Once we start seeing the benefits from it. One of the best benefits for getting up early is that you have time to work out, right? I know people who don't go to the gym think the people who go to the gym early are crazy. No, I'm going to tell you this. I get to see both sides. And the people in the morning who come to the gym, they are some of the happiest people that I meet. I promise you that. And I know everyone says, yeah, because they're crazy. And no, they've chosen their happiness. That's what it is. They're sacrificing for their happiness. That's all it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure, yeah, we all would like to sit up and lay around and have things come to us, right? I would love that. I would love to just sit in my robe, gold chain on, do-rag on, feet up, and things just come my way. But guess what? That ain't happening, cuz. That is not happening like that. I got to get my ass up. I really want you to adjust your focus on getting up, waking up, putting in that mental thought that this can be okay if you're not a morning person. If you're already a morning person, then you already know what I'm talking about. You understand that getting up, getting things done, and getting it out the way is how we roll. And it's a life changer. Trust me. You want something to change your life. I know we want to do diets, right? People want to diet. We want to do fitness. We want to change our job. We want to change the way we look. We want to grow our hair out. We want to cut our hair. We want to do all these things. Let me tell you one of the things you can change to make a huge difference in your life. And that is waking up early, and not just waking up early, but waking up early and enjoying waking up early. Like, you got to enjoy it. And again, that's something you have to teach yourself. You have to start reaping the benefits from it, and you'll start enjoying it a lot more. Now, I'm not saying jump up out of bed and do a backwards flip. Like, yeah, no, I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying start enjoying it, understanding that, you're accomplishing something. Because nothing feels better than getting stuff done. Y'all know me, what I say, check those boxes, right? Check those boxes. If you don't know me, that's one of my things I tell people. You got to check the box, meaning you got a task or assignment, get it done, check the box. I don't care what that assignment is. It can be something big or something small. It doesn't matter. Check those boxes, and getting up early, it allows you to check those boxes in ways that you wouldn't have before. I'm an advocate for this. You know me, I'm the one person you can call at 5 a.m. in the morning and I'm up. And if I'm not up, I can get up if I answer the phone. I'm horrible at answering the phone when people call. But getting up, you know I'm the one person that's up early every day, no matter what, no matter what's going on. And I know my morning people, what up, morning people, let's give us a round of applause right quick. Morning people, we lit. Yo, we lit for real. I'm being honest. People who aren't morning people, come on. You got to come on over to the bright side. It ain't even the dark side. Come on over. Let's get it done. Let's enjoy it. Let's learn to love waking up early to get things done. I promise you, it's a game changer. And it's not just a game changer for you, but it's also a game changer for the people around you, for your friends, for your family, for your coworkers, because they're going to see a better version of you. And when people see a better version of you, they start to treat you as the version they see. If they see a horrible version of you, that's what you get from them. They reflect off of you. So if they see you getting better, subconsciously, they're going to treat you better. And subconsciously, the world is going to start opening up for you and making things more obtainable, making you understand more, making you see clear. Seeing clear is everything. Seeing clear is everything. Understanding how things work. Understanding that, yo, that's a bad idea. Understanding, yo, that's a good idea. Getting up in the morning and getting your day started and helping yourself, that all of this ties in hand with each other. I promise you that. You know what I'm saying? I had a deep breath for a second. I was rambling right there. I'm drinking water a lot more. As y'all, if you watching this, you can see. I'm weird with the water. I'm super weird with the water. The water has to be in this Yeti, and it has to have ice, and it has to sit in the refrigerator for like an hour or so, something like that. I'm weird with it. But I started drinking this water. You know why? Because I've been getting up early. I mean, I always get up early, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to switch some things up. I don't do breakfast in the morning, so I'm like, all right, at least let me do water, right? At least let me do water. And all of this, again, is helping me see a lot better in the morning, man. Wake y'all ass up. Wake your ass up. I'm going to get a drop. You know what? I'm going to make a drop and it's like, wake your ass up. You know what I'm saying? Wake up in the morning with the DJ, and the sun goes shine wherever we say. And the energy is never go change, because we ain't having no bad days. All right, we are back. 14-minute mark right now, 14 minutes. If you've been listening to me for 14 minutes, DJ Truth, NoBadDayz podcast, episode 1. We bringing it back. This is the remix. This is the remix. This is going to be, again, me breaking this down, this is going to be heavy music driven. You always go hear music, because I'm a music guy, so you got to hear the music, right? So we go talk about music. We go chop up music. I'm going to bring in music. I'm going to talk to people who love music. We all love music. So I want to pick some brains. And again, we not having no bad days. I don't want no negative. You hear some negative, you hear me up here talking about some negative, slap me in the face. You hear any guests talking about some negative, like hit them up and be like, yo, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing none of that. But I want to talk about choices. So this morning I talked about getting up early, and this all ties in hand to hand. I want to talk about choices, of you having a choice. The power in choices is this deep. Listen to this. The power in choices is the difference between life and death. I'm going to say that again. Hold on. Let me come closer to the mic. The power in choices is the difference between life and death. Understand that. The choices you make, the choices we choose to make, no matter what they are, can be the difference between life or death. So the phrase is choose wisely. You definitely gotta choose wisely, because the choices we make can impact so many other things. Choices aren't yours alone. When you're creating choices, you are involving so many other parties. And one thing we not go do, one thing we not go do, one thing we ain't go do, one thing we can't do is be selfish. That's the one thing we cannot do. We cannot be selfish. I know we give a lot, right? And we want things our way because we give a lot, and we've given a lot and we've lost a lot. So it makes us rebel, and it makes us want to be selfish, and it makes us think that we should be selfish. But when you make selfish choices, you do not just involve you. You involve so many other people, and so many people can be affected by the choices you make. So you have to be very careful with the choices you make, because again, it can be the difference between living and dying. And I'm not saying that to scare you, but I'm saying that because it's real. And as my man Calico said, if it's real, it ain't gotta rhyme. Shout out Cal, Detroit. But that's true. When it's real, it is what it is. And these choices that we make as human beings, I don't care what you have. Like, you got to be careful with your choices, and you have to understand, you have to look at, can this happen? Can this happen? Like, one thing that I do, I play checkers, right? I'm actually a really, really good checkers player, right? I sound like I'm 90 years old. But I like checkers, and I'm really good at checkers because checkers is nothing but choices. You're sitting there choosing, what should I do? And the key to being a good player in checkers is not about what you do. And anyone knows in board gaming, you are making choices based on what you think the result will be on the other end. So in real life, you make choices based on the results of the rest of the world, how it will come at you, how it will affect you. So when you're sitting back and you're looking at these moves, and I know people say on a chessboard, I actually don't play chess, I play checkers. So when you sit back and look at these pieces on this chessboard or this checkerboard and you moving them around, yeah, you know you can move here and you can move there and you can do this and you can do that. But you got to look at yourself and you got to understand that if you do this, this can be the result. So you have to move accordingly. We got to make these choices. We have to understand that making choices each and every day should be at the top of our list, to understand, yo, if I do this, this can happen, or this doesn't make sense. And it doesn't have to be as serious as I'm making it sound, because what happens is it can become human nature. For myself, and not putting myself on this high horse or anything like that, but it's become human nature for me to make choices, right? And to understand that, yo, if I do this, then that will happen. Oh, if I do this, then that will happen for that person, or I bring this world into that. So I'm very careful with the choices I make. And it becomes something that's down to a science for me. It's down to every move I make, from if I'm going to answer the phone, this phone rings, or should I switch lanes right here? Or should I go to this gas station opposed to that gas station? Living in the moment is only cool. It's actually really not that cool, if I'm being honest. Like, it's only cool in a selfish way, living in the moment, because moments can change. You decide, you know what, I'm living in the moment. I'm gonna text this person right now and tell them, you're driving, right? I'm gonna text this girl right now and let her know I love her. But you living in the moment. But what could happen on the other end of that? You could not pay attention and go down a text and crash into somebody. Because people, you have to understand, worst case scenario exists and best case scenario exists. But the choices we make is, you know what, did I have to send that text right then and there? Would it have changed anything if I sent it later? Could I have pulled over? Could I have waited? I don't know. I don't know. But we have to understand the choices that we make are so key and so crucial. And this goes in relationships. This goes in friendships. This goes in business. You can't just make a choice because, you can. Of course you can. But don't just make a choice because that's the option that's there. Weigh out everything. You have the time. That's all we got is time. You have the time to think about it and break it down. And then you have to look at things from other perspectives. As people, one of the things that we hate to do is we hate to look at things from other people's perspective. We hate to see it. I'm not going to say we hate to do it. We just don't do it. We get so caught up in doing it our way that we forget that there's so many other ways. Newsflash, y'all. Newsflash. It ain't always your way. Your way ain't always the right way. Your way is an opinion, right? Your way is an opinion. The world is a big ass opinion. So newsflash, it don't always got to be your way. You have to take other people into consideration. You have to take the world into consideration because it's not about you. It ain't about you. As much as you want it to be about you, it ain't never been about you, and it never will be. It's about the world. It's about us as a unit. We know the saying ain't no I in team, right? It ain't. And I know people say, what does it mean? Well, you an asshole. It's not. It's not about you. We sacrifice every day. It's not about us. It's about everybody else. And if the world worked that way, we would be a better place because we're helping each other. Our choices allow us to help each other. The choices you make allow you to help someone else. And someone's choices will help you. Because this doesn't have to be you. The situation I just explained about you sending a text while driving that could have waited. And some of you may think, yo, that's worst case scenario. That doesn't have to happen. True, right? But what if it happened to you? What if you was the person driving? Or what if your friend was walking across the street? Or your son was crossing the street? Or your mom was in the car next to you, right? What if someone else did that same thing? Decided to text at that moment and drove into them and killed them, right? It's a whole different perspective when it ain't you. Like, we don't get it. When it ain't us, we don't get it. You know, one of the touchy subjects it's not as touchy anymore, but one of the touchy subjects was COVID. You know, I shied away from it. I ain't gonna lie. I shied away from having debates with people about it. You know what I'm saying? But my big issue, and it will always be this, it ain't about you. It ain't about you. You can't tell me that you don't care about this or believe in this because it's not happening to you. The minute it hits home, and it hits someone you know, and their life is changed forever, whether they live or whether they die or something like that. When it hits home just enough, then you'll give a shit about it. But again, it goes back to the choices. We can't be selfish, y'all. We cannot be selfish. We got to make choices, not just for us, but for our brothers and our sisters. We have to do it. It's life-changing, and we have generations under us. That's one of the things that we have to understand. We got generations under us. We got people looking up to us, and then we got people looking up to their generation. So it gets better as time goes on, but we have to put these things in place. We have to move that way so the world can see it. And so the generation under us can see it. And so their generation can see it. We got to move a little different, y'all. We got to be better. Be better people. Make better choices. Make better choices. When I see people, yesterday I was in class, in a fitness class. If y'all don't know me, I DJ. So I DJ inside fitness classes. And I was in a fitness studio yesterday. And as people walking out, I just said to them, make good choices today. I said, make somebody smile, be nice to people, make good choices. Now, do we all make good, do I sit up and make good choices every day, all day? Hell no, not at all, not at all. But I'm not in denial of my mistakes. I own my shit. I own it. Listen, that's one thing you will know about me. I own it. If I'm messing up somewhere, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm on some bull right here. Or I'm slacking right here. I'm lacking right here. You know what I'm saying? So I own it. And as humans, we gotta own it. I'm not telling you to get out here and be perfect. I don't want you to be perfect. I need you to make mistakes. I just need you to be aware of the mistakes you've made, the mistakes you will make, and the mistakes you're making at the moment. Just be aware of it and understand that the choices are everything. Yo, be nice to somebody today. Make good choices and be good humans. In a recap, and then I just wanted to do this today to get this ball rolling. That was my whole issue for today. I just got to get back in the groove of things. I want to get back in the groove of things and make this work the way I want it to work. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all for listening to me today, and I want y'all to take this journey with me. This podcast journey is not about followers. It's not about getting money. It's not even about sponsorships or nothing like that. Yo, if that kind of stuff happens, then cool. If it does, if it doesn't, it's all good. It's really about using my voice, making the choice to use my voice, to speak, to impact, to influence. My name's DJ Truth. The acronym for Truth is to reach you through hearing, and that is exactly what I'm doing. NoBadDayz podcast. Hold on, we got to do that one more time. I got to do that clear. My name's DJ Truth, and the acronym for Truth is to reach you through hearing. This has been the NoBadDayz podcast, episode 1. We talked about choices, and we talked about waking up in the morning, getting your day started, and changing the narrative of, oh, I'm not a morning person. I need you to be a morning person. Because if you get up early and you become a morning person and you start to enjoy being a morning person, you're going to make better choices. And the reason you're going to make better choices is because your day is going to be a long-ass day. The earlier you get up, the longer your day is. And you want to make good choices, especially if your day is going to be super long. You don't want a shitty day all day long, right? All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all for listening. Check me out. Episode 2 dropping next week. Peace.
Good morning. You wake up in the morning with the DJ, and the sun goes
No
shine
bad
whenever we
days.
say, and the energy is never gonna change, cause we ain't having no bad days.
Wake up in the morning with the DJ,
Ay.
and the sun go shine wherever we say,
Ay.
and the energy is never go change, cause we ain't having no bad days. Wake up in the morning with the DJ, and the sun go shine wherever we say, and the energy is never gonna change, cause we ain't having no bad days.